Welcome to our end of week news bulletin. My name is Koplo Kibwanga Ferdinand. The Kdf Weekly Bulletin is a show to keep you updated on events undertaken by the Ministry of Defense over the week. Before going into details, let's have a look at some of the stories lined up for you in this bulletin. CS Defense tours North Rift to assess the security situation. Kdf hosts Kenya Scouts Association representatives. Specialist cadet officers and tradesmen and women shortlisting. Kdf participates in the Global Military Priests Conference in Belgium. Danish Parliamentary Public Accounts Committee visits the Kenya Navy. Moving on, earlier this week, Operation Maliza Uhalifu and the multi-agency security team in the North Rift held an integral meeting with the local leadership and residents. The team spearheaded discussions on their intuitions and gave recommendations for seeking a lasting and sustainable solution to insecurity in the region. Local leaders from the region collectively agreed that such meetings are important in quelling the disputes that have been experienced in the communities over the years. Local leaders and residents from communities in Turkana, Baringo and Samburu counties have been involved in decades of intercommunal wars and disputes. They have, however, welcomed the move by the multi-agency teams posted in the region, who have so far silenced the guns in the region.
Speaking during the visit, Honorable Duale affirmed the government's full support in ensuring that peace is attained to boost the socio-economic activities in the region. The CS further urged the leaders and the community to work closely with the security forces for the success of the operation and long-lasting peace, security and stability.
And now back to Nairobi County. General Francis Ogola, the Chief of Defense Forces, hosted officials from the Kenya Scouts Association at the defense headquarters here in Nairobi. The officials discussed various ways in which the military and the Scouts Association can work together in various programs and projects. The Scouts Association team was led by Ambassador Professor Jacob Kaimenyi. The Kenya Defense Forces is pleased to announce to the public the shortlisting of prospective specialist officer cadet and tradesmen and women. To access the list, visit the Ministry of Defense website www.mod.go.ke. The shortlist will also be published on Sunday, 17th September 2023 in the local daily newspapers, namely the Daily Nation and the Standard newspaper. The shortlisted candidates are required to report for interviews at respective recruitment centers and on dates as indicated in the advert. Further to this, recruitment of ex-NYS will take place on Monday, 18th September 2023 at Embakasi Garrison, while that of constables will take place on 27th November 2023. All the candidates are reminded that the Kenya Defense Forces recruitment exercise is free to all eligible candidates. Members of the public are warned against engaging in recruitment malpractices and are encouraged to report any recruitment malpractices to the nearest police station or military camps, or call hotline numbers 0726 419 709 or 0726 419 706. Moving on, Madam Dem Sarah McIntosh, the Deputy United Kingdom National Security Advisor, paid a courtesy call on the National Defense College, Karen, here in Nairobi. While at the constituent of the National Defense University, Kenya, Madam Dem gave a lecture of opportunity to select senior military officers, senior civil servants of the Republic of Kenya, and their counterparts from allied nations. The special lecture aimed at offering the course participants highlights on strategic direction and management of security and other areas of public policy. She was accompanied by her Kenyan counterpart, Ambassador Dr. Monica Juma, the National Security Advisor, Major General Fatuma Ahmed, and other senior military officers. Honorable Aden Duale, Cabinet Secretary for Defense, held bilateral talks with His Excellency Mr. Neil Wigan, the British High Commissioner to Kenya, who paid him a courtesy call at the defense headquarters here in Nairobi. Kenya seeks to collaborate with the UK in various strategic areas, including high-level visits, capacity building of communication information systems, defense research and development, climate security, security causes, and exchange programs. In the meeting with Commissioner Wigan, Honorable Duale noted that Kenya and the United Kingdom have continued to enjoy strong bilateral ties and have partnered extensively in various sectors, among them tourism, trade, defense and security, and counter-terrorism.
Honorable Duale expressed Kenya's gratitude for the continued support of the UK in various military activities and programs, including joint training and exercises, military hardware, and development of the Kenya Navy Marines, among others.
And now to the coastal region, where Major General Jimson Mutai, Commander Kenya Navy, hosted the Public Accounts Committee of the Danish Parliament at the Kenya Navy headquarters in Mombasa. The team, led by His Excellency Stefan Skånman, the Danish ambassador to Kenya, aimed at discussing opportunities for maritime cooperation between the Kingdom of Denmark and the Republic of Kenya. This follows the existing agreement between the two countries. Major General Mutai expressed his appreciation to the Danish government for their continued partnership with the Kenya Navy. He noted that the partnership will reaffirm the strong and long-standing relationship between Kenya and Denmark.
Further to discussing the agreement, the delegation visited the full mission bridge simulator, the firefighting unit at the Kenya Naval Training College, and the clearance diving unit at the Kenya Navy headquarters. Kenya and the Kingdom of Denmark have a long history of maritime security cooperation aimed at harnessing the blue economy and safeguarding a free, open and prosperous Western Indian Ocean region.
Brigadier David Chesire, Commander 8 Brigade, visited the Kenya Defence Forces troops stationed at Baure Forward Operating Base in Lamu County. The visit sought to assess the operational preparedness, welfare and morale of the troops. In his address, Brigadier Chesire expressed his gratitude for their unwavering commitment and sacrifice to serve the nation. This, he said, is in line with the KDF mandate of protecting and defending the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Republic. He further implored the troops to continue embracing the multi-agency approach by working in collaboration with other security agencies deployed in the region. He also called for KDF collaboration with local communities in the fight against terrorism and violent extremism.
The troops are actively engaged in countering and degrading Al-Shabaab terror group's activities within the vast Boni forest. Operation Amani Boni has continued to strengthen security within coastal areas of Lamu, Tana River, Garissa and Kilifi counties, and has significantly enhanced the livelihood of residents as well as suppressing Al-Shabaab activities. Brigadier Chesire was accompanied by Colonel Joel Tanui, Operation Amani Boni commander.
And now on religious matters, the Kenya Defence Forces participated in the Apostolate Militaire International Conference and the 58th General Assembly Conference in Mechelen, Belgium. The conference, themed Christians' Perspective on Contemporary Warfare, focused on the need for Catholic soldiers to practice their profession in an ethical and legal manner. The conference also touched on the need for avoidance of war, as the World Catechism states, and the need for Catholic soldiers to integrate their profession into their identity as Christian believers.
Representing the Kenya Defence Forces were Major General Dr. George Nganga, Colonel Father George Maingi, and Lieutenant Colonel Father Karanja. Apostolate Militaire International is an organization comprised of Catholic military bishops dedicated to promoting a Christian perspective on military life and fostering international understanding and cooperation.
And now on matters welfare, the Directorate of the Military Veterans Advisory Committee held its inaugural meeting at the International Peace Support Training College here in Nairobi. The committee is mandated to advise the Defense Council on the benefits to be accorded to military veterans and their dependents, including employment, education, training, skills development, and medical health services.
This meeting, chaired by Ambassador Major General Retired Lucas Tumbo, was geared towards formulating policies that will ensure the seamless transition of military veterans from military service to civilian life. During the meeting, Ambassador Major General Retired Tumbo highlighted that the veterans are role models to serving officers and service members and hence should be served faithfully, truthfully, and efficiently as they serve their beloved nation.
The Military Wives Association of Kenya, also known as MWAC, conducted its Women Empowerment Program at Recruits Training School in Eldoret and Kenya Military Academy at Nakuru, respectively. The program, themed Pamoja Tujiwezeshe, is a follow-up to previous MWAC empowerment activities to engage and educate the wives and widows of both serving and retired service personnel from the various units and formations within the Kenya Defence Forces. The program focuses on matters of self-development and the capitalization of readily available opportunities for economic growth that can empower and financially uplift families.
In her address, Mrs. Eileen Ogola, MWAC chairlady, urged the women to break free of set norms and broaden their minds to take advantage of the available economic opportunities. The chairlady thanked the Kenya Defence Forces Compensation and Welfare Department for supporting MWAC engagement drives. She emphasized on the importance of cultivating unity amongst the military families, noting it to be advantageous in cementing a strong economic base. This, she said, would aid in achieving early financial freedom and facilitate a smooth transition into civilian life in the eventual retirement of a military spouse. MWAC was received at Nakuru by Major General John Koimo, the Commandant, Kenya Military Academy, and at Eldoret by Brigadier Joel Arimi, the Commandant, Recruits Training School. Major General Koimo and Brigadier Arimi appreciated MWAC's effort in facilitating the assimilation of military families, both serving and retired, into the Kenya Defence Forces welfare system. They encouraged more families to take advantage of the MWAC programs to build each other in the long run. Major General Koimo especially lauded MWAC for championing the Kenya Defence Forces Veterans Course, which saw a revised take to also include the veterans' families in the Veterans Bill. Brigadier John Kaoya, Chief of Compensation and Welfare, revealed that the combined data collected from all Kenya Defence Forces units and formations will help identify gaps and eventually contribute to coming up with long-term solutions for the problems faced by military families.
Thank you for watching. We look forward to your feedback via our official social media handles and your viewership next Friday on the KDF Weekly News Bulletin. My name is Koplo Kibwanga Ferdinand. Goodbye.